I mean, look at this. Just look at this. Morning, we got up bright and early, dark and early at Babcock State Park in West Virginia and drove down to one of our favorite spots on the North Carolina-Tennessee state line to hike on the Appalachian Trail from Carver's Gap up to Jane Bald. We haven't been here in a few years, but this time of year, early mid-June, is when bunch of wildflowers bloom out here, and we thought we'd give it one chance, one more chance to see if we could catch the blooms. We're a little early on the rhododendron, but there are some blooming, and we'll see what else is up there at the top. So the first time we hiked this section of the Appalachian Trail, we had been doing section hikes up most of the AT from south to north, and we had been coming off of kind of a rough stretch, just kind of had been really hard, hot hikes. We had no idea what to expect, but there were these little camera icons on our map because we were using paper maps back then. So we were like, well, you know, this should be a pretty section. We scheduled ourselves a shuttle and started our hike, and we were just blown away. We were here in June. We had no idea that the rhododendron and flame azaleas bloomed that time of year. And we just had this fabulous day of clouds. Of course, eventually it dumped rain on us for the last 2 to 4 miles of the hike. And I sprained my ankle, but whatever, it was fabulous. And we basically promised ourselves ever since then that we would come back up here in June every year if we could, and then whenever we wanted. So it's a little bittersweet to be here today knowing that that promise is going to be a lot harder to keep. But we have a never say never rule, so we can always go back to a place that we love, and thankfully this location is close to family in Kentucky and our connections in Athens and parks that we still have to finish hiking in the Smokies and New River and Shenandoah. So hopefully we'll still be able to find ways to be back here. And if not, when we are retired and we're old, maybe we'll buy a property nearby and just hike this section of the AT every single day. See what Kelly thinks about that. He might be okay with it. This might be the only section of the AT that he would be okay with hiking every single day.